Today on 3D Gaming, I'm going to be talking about the Houston Ingress Anomaly right after this. Alright, as you can see here, we were in Houston for the most recent Ingress event. Had a great time there. Sundermeyer and myself went down to it. Did the 17.5-hour drive to get there. That was the longest straight through drive I've ever done, with only stops for gas along the way. And I can honestly say next time I would want to fly. We'll get to that in a minute here. Sundermeyer would prefer not to fly, or actually doesn't fly. So that made the necessity of the driving for this one, and that's why we did it. But any other long ones like that, I'd probably want to fly to. But let's get into the event. Sundermeyer and I went down on Thursday, took that day to drive, because 17.5-hour drive. We left at like 2:30 in the morning, got there in the evening, got settled into the hotel. There was a nice welcoming sign when you come in to our enlightened team. We stayed in the hotel that was enlightened, and the Resistance had another hotel, so we had our own areas to go to, own areas to farm from and whatnot. So at the hotel there, they had a nice welcoming thing. They had a room where we could pick up our items that we had purchased, such as the shirt here. Got some other items I'll go through here in a minute. And then on Friday, we went out and started doing missions to get the mission banners. So we spent the day working on a 36 mission banner. So there were 6 points in each one of those. So 6 times the 36. A lot of different portals, a lot of new portals. It was great getting that banner done. And then Saturday was the main event. We had a great team captain, and great guidance from Ingress itself. Obviously, we have communicators out wherever they're located, which are giving instructions to the team. They have a strategy to win, and we did. We won by quite a bit. I'll roll in a picture. I do have a picture, I believe, of the final score, which was 200 and something to, it wasn't even close. We won by a ways. So it was awesome. Did some team photos, got together for the celebration afterwards. I'll try to roll some pictures and video into that. Did a nice team picture there. Had a great time at the after party. And then on Sunday, Mark and I went after the mission day. So you had to complete 6 missions that were in the missions parameter to get the check off on your badge. For completion of that, we did those 6, and then we did another 36. So 42 different missions that day, so that we could get the second banner, and that was huge. So I'll roll in a picture of all of those together. That's a lot of missions done there, and a lot of different portals, a lot of uniques. So that was great. And then on Monday we drove back home. But I'll roll in here. You can see our badge that we wore there had the different instructions to when the different items were going to happen, which was neat having it on there. Ran into one of the other players, and they had the Ingress It's Time to Move, kind of the little mini comic book, kind of neat. I had never gotten one of those before, and the player gave that to us, so that was pretty cool. Mark did converse with an Ingress agent from Ingress itself, and ended up getting a specialty card from them, so that's cool. And we met up with the individual that is hosting the Charlotte event, which is on February 28th of 26, so next year in the end of February. And that was Psych 3D Out. And we met up with the person that's going to be hosting the Charlotte event on February 28th of 26, Psych 3D Out. Kind of neat, the individual cards that they have for these individuals. Now, I didn't know that you could get cards for yourself, so might have to try to make one for 3D Outdoors, so that's neat. Here's one of the cards they were giving away at the event. Very neat there. Major Tom. Had a sticker there. Little notebook, Be Someone. One of the other agents and their card. Very nice. Got the bag with the items we purchased. I had another t-shirt. I don't have that with me at the moment, but there's another nice gray t-shirt I got. This one here says Be Somebody on the back. Got an enlightened wristband, like those for collectible. Got a pin there with Major Tom on there, Beta Houston listed on it. Got another kind of token there from a previous event, I believe. Very nice. Then we have the Houston token. That is a very nice token. They're very impressed with that. The whole Major Tom thing, and Major Tom was at the after party. You'll see a picture of that rolled in here. Very neat. Got another one of those. Got the got a sticker. Couple of stickers there actually. Got another card for the Houston event. Another one. Quite a few cards here, which is very nice because, as you know, I'm a card collector. Get this separated here. That's a really cool card. Got another Major Tom. And then, amazingly, we had this card in our packet before we actually had the victory. So, very good prediction there that we would win. Have a very good history of winning. Resistance doesn't come out very strong at these events. So, yeah, and it's fun to be on the winning team, shall we say. But a lot of great stuff going on there. A lot of things to see. I'll roll in some pictures and short videos of different places and things we saw while Sundermeyer and I were traveling around there. But a great time all in all. So now to my speech about flying to the next event. I will be attending the Charlotte event. You heard me right. I will be attending. I've already let Psych 3D out know that I would be attending that event, and I've already booked my airfare. I've signed up for the event. I'm into all the chat rooms so far that are available for that event. So getting ready. I will be there, so look forward to seeing other agents at the Charlotte event when you're there. If you're watching this video and you're going to be there, drop a comment down below. Look forward to seeing you there. I'm sure it'll be another awesome event. This event was great. You know, the Nashville event that Sundermeyer and I went to, it was kind of a learning deal for me. Got to learn a lot about what goes on at these events, what you need to do, how you need to do it, and that just made this event even better. And this event had a lot of great stuff, and it might have been just that I thought it was better because I had experienced one already, so I was a little more familiar with it, but I'm sure Charlotte will be even better yet. So looking forward to that. So we'll roll in a little bit more footage here, but there you go. There is a recap on the Houston Anomaly. This is Dan with 3D Gaming. Game on.